Do you remember where were you during the snowstorm of 2014 where airports closed and many people were trapped in their homes? Have you realized that extreme weather conditions are more common these days? Every one of us is affected by the change the Earth climate has suffered in the last decades. From Hurricane Katrina to Japan's earthquake in 2011, natural catastrophes are more common and devastating every passing day. I chose to speak about global warming because it has become a real issue for the human race. And most scientists agree that we humans are contributing to the observed climate change. Since I watched Al Gore's documentary, An Inconvenient Truth, I decided I would thoroughly investigate about this problem, so I feel very comfortable bringing this information to you. The purpose of my speech is to convince you that global warming is a real problem and that we have to do something about it. To stop it, we first need to understand what global warming is. We need to know the effects of global warming, and finally, we can talk about the possible solutions. First, let me tell you about what global warming is. It is also called climate change, and it's the observed century-scale rise in the average temperature in the Earth climate system and its related effects. Scientists are more than 95% certain that most of global warming is caused by the increase of greenhouse gases and other human activities. Global warming is primarily a problem of too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which acts as a blanket, trapping the heat and warming the planet. As we burn fossil fuels, such as oil, coal, and natural gas, for energy and cut down and burn forests to create pastures and plantations, carbon accumulates and overloads our atmosphere. According to NASA.gov, the year 2014 ranks as Earth's warmest since 1880. Now that you know a little bit about what global warming is, I would like to tell you about its effects. Many of the observed changes since 1950 are unprecedented over decades to millennia. Some of the effects of global warming, among others, are the extreme weather conditions such as heat wave, droughts, heavy rainfalls and heavy snowfalls, ocean acidifications, and species extinctions due to shifting temperature regimes. Effects significant to humans include the threat of food security from decreasing crop yields and the loss of habitat from inundation. According to the NRDC.org, in addition of global warming impacting our water resources, energy sources, transportation, agriculture, and ecosystem, climate changes also poses unique challenges to human health, such as significant increase to risk of illness and death related to extreme heat. Some diseases transmitted by food, water, and insects are likely to increase, and certain groups, including children, the elderly, and the poor, are most vulnerable to a range of climate-related health effects. These impacts will result in significant costs to our families and the economy. Finally, there are several things we can do to stop what is global warming. The good news is that we do have the technology to stop it. According to the climatehotmap.org, there is no single solution to global warming, but there are several. Boosting our energy efficiency, greening transportation, revving up renewables, ensuring sustainable development are some of the solutions we can implement to help stop climate change. The purpose of my speech today has been to convince everyone that global warming is a serious issue and that we have to do something to stop it. And if we don't do something right now, there will come the day when we won't be able to enjoy beautiful summer days. In order to do something about this problem, we need to know what global warming is, the effects, and the solution to the problem. As human being, I felt that it was my obligation to study this problem and present it to people that were interested in being part of the change. Our weather, our food, our homes, they all depend on us. If we don't do something to reduce global warming, assuming we have more snowstorms, hurricanes, and earthquakes, they won't have the same beautiful planet as we do now. We can each play an important role in stopping climate change. Unfortunately, there's a lot of confusion, and this is why we first need to understand the problem and then do something about it. The impacts of a warming world are already being felt by people around the world. If climate change continues unchecked, these impacts are almost certain to get worse. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you.